Hi class, I am Miguel and today I want to demonstrate the different muscles of the arm at the glenohumeral joint or shoulder joint. So let's start by talking about the flexors of the arm. So the main flexor of the arm at the shoulder joint will be the pectoralis major. Also the anterior head of the deltoid, as you can see here I traced the muscles, is also a mover for flexion of the arm at the glenohumeral joint. The insertion, let's talk about the anterior fibers of the deltoid muscles, and I'm going to cover the pectoralis major later on when I demonstrate the adduction of the arm at the glenohumeral joint, although the prime mover for arm flexion at the glenohumeral joint will be the pectoralis major. So the insertion for the anterior deltoid is going to be the deltoid tuberosity, which is lateral to the humeral joint, and the insertion will be here on the lateral third of the clavicle. So I'm going to show you the action of this muscle. So it's going to be flexion of the arm at the shoulder, and the insertion is going to move towards the origin. I'm going to show you here an illustration. This is how you elongate the muscle, and this is how you shorten the muscle. So if my muscle inserts here on the deltoid tuberosity and it originates here, right there you can see on the lateral third of the clavicle, what's going to happen when I force my arm, the insertion will shorten the muscle towards the origin, and that's how the muscle works. So my second move for the arm at the shoulder joint or glenohumeral joint will be abduction of the arm at the shoulder. So it's going to be from here, neutral position, up to 90 degrees. That's pure activation of the middle deltoid, middle half of the deltoid. So there's another way that I trace my muscle here. See the lateral head of the deltoid. So this is the motion. Right there. So my insertion is going to be pretty much the same. It's going to be the deltoid tuberosity for all three different heads in my deltoid muscle. Now the origin changes a little bit here on the middle head of my deltoid muscle. So it's going to be right up here on the acromion of the scapula, right where the AC joint is. And now let's cover a adduction of the arm at the glenohumeral joint. So adduction of the arm at the glenohumeral joint, we start from a 90 degree position with the humor abducted at 90 degree, and then we just move down this way, down to neutral. So there are three muscle components that play a big role in adduction. One of them was to be the pectoralis major that we didn't cover on flexion of the arm at the glenohumeral joint, so we're going to cover it now. So pectoralis major, the other one is going to be latissimus dorsi, and teres major as well. Let's talk about the pectoralis major. The pectoralis major, when you do adduction of the arm at the glenohumeral joint, it will insert here on the intertubercular groove of the humerus, or right in between the greater tubercle and the lesser tubercle. So the insertion, which is like I mentioned, the intertubercular groove, the humerus will move towards the origin. It's like when I do a crossover exercise with pectoralis. So I kind of trace my fibers over here just to show you. So that's how you show in the muscle. The insertion will move towards the origin. The origin of the pectoralis major will be the sternal end of the clavicle, all the way inferiorly down to the sternum. So here and there, see? So that's pectoralis major. Now let's cover the muscles acting, a muscle of the arm acting on the glenohumeral joint, such as when you do external rotation and internal rotation. That is the rotator cuff component muscles, known also as the sit muscles. So external rotation of the arm at the glenohumeral joint. So two muscle keys here on external rotation. We have the infraspinatus, and also we have the teres minor muscle. both of those muscles have the same insertion on the greater tubercle of the humerus, so the lower aspect of the humerus. So the insertion will go towards the origin. So let me demonstrate what external rotation looks like. So if I'm here and I go like this, I'm start rotating my glenohumeral joint, or my arm at the glenohumeral joint. So I'm pretty much activating my teres minor, and also my infraspinatus muscle. So the origin for these two muscles differs. So for example, for the teres minor will be the origin will be on the axillary border of the scapula, right? That's why the scapula. From the infraspinatus will be the infraspinatus fossa, which is located around the scapula. So again, insertion goes towards the origin. Now let's demonstrate an internal rotation of the arm at the glenohumeral joint. So it's the opposite of external rotation. So we go here and then internal rotate. So that would pretty much like internal rotation will be a prime mover. Also will be the subscapulary muscle. It's another rotator cuff muscle. The insertion of the subscapulary muscle, however, it's not on the correct tubercle, but it is on the lesser tubercle, which is medially to the greater tubercle, right on the humerus joint as well, not on the humerus. So this insertion, the origin will be on the subscapular fossa of the scapula anteriorly, facing anterior. So again, internal rotation here, so the insertion will go towards the origin, and that's how I show muscle, like I showed you earlier. Let's see what else, and then we have extension of the arm. That will be another motion of the arm at the glenohumeral joint. So I would say that the prime mover for extension of the arm at the glenohumeral joint or shoulder joint is going to be the latissimus dorsi. Latissimus dorsi is also the strongest arm extensor of the glenohumeral joint when the humerus is at 90 degrees. So it'll be like this. It's like a pull movement, and then you pull down to activate the latissimus dorsi, which also inserts on the intertubercular groove of the humerus, and the origin will be posteriorly here on the thoracolumbar fascia, the sacral and the ear crest. The ear crest is the ilium. So pretty much here, arm at 90 degree of flexion. So you pull, and that's how you activate the latissimus dorsi. The last move that I'm going to cover is called circumduction. Circumduction is pretty much a combination of flexion, abduction, extension. So it's going to be like this. And we'll cover all the muscle groups that we just mentioned. Well, thanks for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.